Okay. So, Juliana, your work in Colombia, among other, is dedicated to social transformation. Please share with us what is the goal and what you do.
Okay, I think to describe my work, I need to start saying I try not to work. For me, it's a matter of life. I put my life into what I do. I really um, I really believe that we need to be in service of life. And for me, what I do, it's a calling. I many times I have tried actually not to work with this because it's hard, because it's dangerous many times, because it's difficult, because it's emotionally um, to work with transformation. It's not fun. Sometimes that I have done some workshops and mostly in other places because here in Colombia, the complexity is so high that it's a bit different, the sensation with transformation. But in other places of the world, I think there is an image or an understanding of transformation as something that it's beautiful. And transformation, it's not fun, it's not easy, it's not beautiful. Actually, it's I always say it's for brave people because you need to really lose yourself to be able to transform. I think was Buckminster Fuller, the designer that said, and I'm not him, but the designer that said that there was nothing in the worm that could tell you that it's going to become a butterfly.
Mhm.
And that's truth. You have to lose all the forms you have. So it's about braveness and wisdom. And in this world, it's not easy to talk about braveness with wisdom because you need to be able to be in the middle of as grandmother Margarita always taught me, and she's one of the elders that I it's for me my grandma, and she always said it's about knowing that you have the enough strength to stand for life, but not forgetting you have the humanity for not losing your heart in it. And this balance, this is a lot about leadership. Because when we don't pass our power through the heart, we use power to destroy. And this is about learning that we all are able to kill, but that we can decide not to do so.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
So, yeah, so for me, my work, it's a lot about this. It's a lot about giving myself what I have, the legacy or what I have learned, what I have, it's not mine, to pass it, to share, to, yeah,
Yeah.
collective, uh, to create, yeah, to create collective possibilities for creation.
Mhm. So how do you do this? Through your organizations, you do public speeches, you
Yeah,
teach, how do you?
I think both. There are some, um, I do some talks. Sometimes I create methodologies and I bring methodologies into different systems, organizational, social systems, community systems, and I create and facilitate processes. That's part of the work.
Mhm.
The other is that I create campaigns, mobilization, social mobilization campaigns with communications and with things that move our ways of thinking, that move the ways we are understanding. And I do also create um, ceremonies, ancestral ceremonies, all in the framework of when it is necessary, not as commercial, but yes, as a service.
Mhm.
So I think all those parts, as I said, for me, it's about, in Meráki, what we do, it's about spirit, art, and life. So we work in those three areas, doing like artivism, that would be the social mobilization part, and we work with systemic regeneration in natural, in ecosystems, and we work in bringing also ancestral knowledge to into leadership, and that's a spiritual
Yeah.
spiritual process for me.
Mhm. Okay, so I can understand the word social. I can understand the transformation. So now coming back to your butterfly. So if we don't know, if butterfly as a worm didn't know what he will become, are you trying to say that you don't know what this transformation will bring? What kind of butterfly this will bring?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And for me to learn about transformation, the important part of learning about transformation is that we can decide. So if we learn about transition or change, we can't decide to transform. But if you learn about transformation, then you can decide not to transform, but to go for change. So within transformation, all the other possible ways of moving life are in, yeah, are integrated in. For transforming, we need transition, change, we need many different dynamics, pattern dynamics. So for me, it's not, I don't believe that everything needs to be transformed. We talk more about transformation than change. We're really moving in the path of possible of leading possible systems that can define their future. Through change, we're not going to do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So sometimes we need to keep things and just change, but sometimes we need to give everything to be able to transform.
Yeah.
I